Hey, what's going on, guys? Dante Trades here. I've made multiple six figures in profits from trading, and in this video I'm going to teach you how I made $713 trading futures in 6 minutes using volume profile, book map, and order flow concepts. So I'm going to go over to you guys why I took the trade and then show you the live session recording so that you can see it in real time, how everything unfolds, etc, etc. So I'm going to go to my actual journal to show you that this is a real trade. As you guys can see here, the gross P&L on this trade was about $713, a little bit under $700 after those trade evade fees. You can see here that I was in the trade a little bit, just about 6 minutes. So now that you guys can see the proof, let me just break down to you guys why I took this trade. This is a screenshot of the live stream and recording of the trade. But what you guys can see here is you can see this box here. This is where I entered, and I trade a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio with a high win rate. We had these high volume nodes, so these boxes here are high volume nodes or areas of high liquidity inside the volume profile, and you can see that we formed these higher liquidity levels or these high volume nodes at this higher time frame level here. It says gap. This is a huge gap that we had earlier in the week that we filled, but this area was a large target and area of liquidity basically for the entire week. And you can see here on the volume dots on the 1 minute time frame, you can see as we came into those high volume nodes in that high area of liquidity, which was also that same higher time frame level, which was that gap, we had a very aggressive selling off here, and we pushed aggressively down to the downside. And if you look over here as well, just a little bit more left, earlier in the session above this gap level, again, we had very aggressive sellers coming out in this and just pushing the price down. Almost really no buyers above this gap level, only very aggressive sellers. So for me, when we came back into this level of high liquidity, which into this higher time frame gap level, which had multiple areas of high liquidity and high volume nodes, I knew that there was another chance that we had a strong reaction to this level. And then also as well, you can also see on the 5 minutes we have aggressive selling at that gap level as well. So multiple different time frames showing aggressive sellers in the volume dots at that level, which was in confluence again with those volume nodes. So for me, this was an A+ trade because I'm looking for 3 or more confluences for a trade to be an A for me. So it has to be 3 or more confluences that is confirming the same trend idea or trade direction. And so again, the 3 things that I was seeing is we had these 2 volume nodes here. So we have 1 volume node, 2 volume nodes right at my entry, and then we actually have another volume node here. I make sure to include this volume node inside of my stop because this was another area of liquidity in which we can expect a reaction from. So we have these 3 volume nodes, and also it was formed in combination or in confluence with this higher time frame gap fill level. Or that was bare minimum 3, possibly 4 different confluences that was telling me to enter at this level. And also as well, we have the aggressive selling happening at this level, aggressive market sellers coming out on the volume dots, pushing the price down aggressively. So again, I was just really expecting a strong reaction to the price at this level. And now let's go to the live trading results. So inside of the live trading results, just listen for the order field sound in my call outs for trade management because I have one computer that I use for charting, and I have another computer or laptop sitting right next to it that I use for the actual executions. So you can hear the order field sound, and also as well for trade management, you can hear me saying like, okay, cool, I'm pulling this stop up to BE, I'm pulling my stop up to this point or whatever. You can hear me managing the trade. That may not reflect what you see on the screen, but I'm actually just doing it on my other laptop because I like to trade in Trade Evade directly. I do not like to trade in TradingView because it's lag and it causes all kinds of problems. So again, just listen for the order field sound and listen for my callouts for how I'm managing the trade. I'll let you watch that now.
Order filled.
All right, we're in. Let's see what happens. Now I gotta lock in on the trade management. Lock in on the trade management. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is actually looking decent. If we can just get a push down below this level because the buyers just got absorbed there. But let's see. Let's let it play out. I'm gonna just manage the trade normally. Normal trade management. See if we get that push all the way down now. Just get that push all the way down. Gotta lock in on the trade management for a second here. Let me make sure there's no news or nothing weird. I know it's the the London session, but I just want to look. Usually there's no news in London though, but sometimes there'll be some weird news or something like that. There's no news around this time, at least. We go, getting that push down. Just a little bit, not when we hit this 3 points, I'm going to BE. Yep, I'm about to pull my trade up to BE. Let's actually hit that full 3 points, 2.75. There we go, 3 points. The trade is risk-free now. The trade is risk-free. Now, once we hit this, what is it? Got no more risk in this trade. What we got? 4.75 points. We hit what? 4.25. Once we hit 4.25 points, I'm going to pull my stop up to 50% basically. I know it's kind of confusing, but once we hit this 4.25 points, I'm up $500 in this trade right now. Now we're going to pull it up.
Order
There we
filled.
go. $700. $697 on that trade. If you enjoyed that video, you got value from it, like, subscribe, do all the stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.